Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. Today I'm talking about 2 reasons why they return after you go into no contact. So there's 2 reasons, okay, why an ex or someone, whoever it is that you're applying the no contact rule to, you're not contacting anymore. There are two reasons, okay? Just 2 reasons why they may come back. So the first one is that they still care about you. That's the reason they came back. They still want to be with you. They want to be in a relationship with you. That they want you in their life in some way. They care about you. And because you've gone into no contact and you haven't contacted them, that has made them fear losing you, fear that you're gone out of their life completely. And because they don't want to lose you, they are now trying to put in the effort to show you that they still want you in their life. Okay, so they still care. Reason number 1. Now, another reason, though, that could be the reason why they've come back after no contact, is that they missed your attention. So they don't necessarily want you, but they missed whatever it is that you provided for them, okay? And that's why they're back. They missed the attention that you gave them. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to worm their way back in to see if you'll fall for the bait and break no contact and start to give them that attention back. Okay? Now, those are the 2 reasons. If you can think of any other reasons, because those are the ones that I sort of got from the top of my head, then put them down in the comments so it can help other people. But let's talk about these 2 different things, okay? So let's talk about they still care. So if they still care, then you need to figure out, okay, is this, because basically you want to know which one it is. You may not know, right, if it's do they still care about me, or are they just back because they want my attention? So you got to think back on the relationship, okay? Is it possible that they still care? Which one do you feel is the one that is true? Okay? Because obviously you don't want to get back with someone or try to get back with someone who just wants your attention. You want to be going back to someone, or you want someone back in your life if you do want them to come back into your life. You obviously want them to come back if they actually still genuinely care about you and they're not just trying to use you and they're trying to, gain some kind of resource from you, okay? So you want to make sure that if you let them back into your life, that it's because they still care. So you have to think about the person in question. You have to think about who this person is. And obviously it's going to be different for everybody watching this video, you see. So you got to think back on the relationship that you had with them. Is it plausible, right? Is it more plausible that they still care about you than they just want your attention? You've got to think about their personality, okay? And you got to think very deeply about this. And it might be a good idea to write it down. And it's a good idea to maybe make a pros and cons list. So the pros of their personality, right? So and the cons of their personality. And usually if they had more positive traits than negative traits, it's more likely that they probably still care about you because they're a good person, okay? Because someone that wants your attention probably isn't a good person. They're a user, right? That's where they've come back. Someone who is healthy and doesn't like you anymore, because obviously the opposite of they still care about you is they don't care about you. And someone who doesn't care about you won't come back unless they want your attention. So someone who's healthy, has a healthy mindset, but doesn't care about you, won't break no contact. That you'll just never hear from them again because they won't want to be in your life anymore because obviously they don't care, right? They don't care about you. So you'll just never hear from them again. But if they're a bad person, obviously human beings are very complex creatures. I'm sure they're very good in some ways, but they're bad in the situation regarding you. Then they'll want you. They will want you because they want your attention, right? They want your attention. So you have to think about that. Okay, so are they a good person? Were they good to you? Because if they were good to you, right, it's probably likely that they're coming back because they still care. But if not, and they weren't very good to you and they come back, it's probably because they want something. Okay? So it's a good idea to write that pros and cons list. And if there's more cons, then if there was a lot of arguments between you guys, or perhaps you wanted a relationship with them but they never did, and they just sort of like kept on, let's say for example, kept on trying to get your attention in some way. So for example, if let's say you said you wanted a relationship, but they tried to put you in friend zone, or they kept on asking for favors from you, even though, and they may even have said, oh, I really, really like you, but it was really difficult to actually get them to be in a relationship with you, or to get them to want to be with you. You know, you got to think about that kind of thing, right? You got to think, did they just want my attention, right? So so once you write out your pros and cons list about this person, you'll probably be able to tell which one it is, right? Because if there's mostly positive things about them and positive things about your relationship, then it's probably because they still care. But if it's mostly negative, then they're probably coming back because they just want your attention back. And because you've gone into no contact with them, they've missed the validation from you, they've missed the ego boost from you, so therefore they're coming back into your life because for whatever reason, they want that attention back. Perhaps they started dating someone else, or was interested in someone else, and it didn't go well with them, right? So they've decided to come back, so they can feel better about themselves. Yeah. It's one of those things, okay? So those are the two reasons why they will return after you go into no contact, okay? So either it's because they still care, or they miss your attention. But you have to really think about and consider which one is which. And obviously, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. So do that pros and cons list to figure out what it is they want. Okay, do they actually care, or do they just want your attention? So thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like help with a specific situation, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, where you can pick whichever coaching option works best for you at this current time. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.